Hey guys, welcome back. So for anyone spending most of their day at a desk working, this exercise is brilliant. It'll help strengthen the right muscles and help you correct your posture. So what I'll get you started with first is just a few cat-cows. So if you do between 3 to 5 cat-cows, where you kind of dip in your stomach, and then you're going to bring your head in between your hands. So you dip your stomach, raise your chin towards the sky, and you feel that along your throat and abs, and your head goes in between the arms, and just really round your back. So you're going to do 3 to 5 of these. You're going in and then back out, really getting a good stretch there. And then from there we'll do a few twists. So knees in the ground, twist and really get that in the back and spine there. That's it. So just really twisting. Excellent stuff. That's it. Just twist your hands just a couple of times. So you just want about 3 on either side. And then from there, we'll do a few where we're just going to bring the leg forwards, just on the outside of the hand. So just really open up the groin. That's it. We're going to do 2 of these, and then we're going to do one where we rotate. So you're going to see in a second. So do 2 of these, and then you step, and then just rotate towards the sky. So again, just rotating the hips, the spine, the glutes there. Just getting a good twist there. That's it, perfect, excellent. That's really good, well done guys. So, and then we'll do a few kicks out to the side. So this is optional, so this part is optional. If you can do the kicks out to the side, you can. And then a few kicks as well, just to engage. So we start engaging the glutes. So we switch on those kind of core muscles. So just in the back there. Perfect. So what I'm going to get you doing, I'm going to get you started today. Just on your front, you're going to line your stomach. I'm going to do 3 sets of 5. I think most people call them either cobras or supermans. So you're just going to lift both your arms and your legs. You're going to squeeze your bum and lower back and just lift just as high as you can. And then back down. So just in your stomach. We're going to do 3 sets of 5. So you do 5 repetitions. So you just squeeze your bum, lift the legs and arms just as high as you can. That's it. Just try and keep the legs straight. And then lift them. Brilliant. Squeezing that bum really hard. Excellent. Brilliant. Well done. Really good. Perfect. And a little breather. So give yourself just about 15 to 20 seconds rest. So give yourself a short rest and you go again. Just lying on the front, lifting your arms and your legs at the same time. Brilliant. Really engaging those muscles at the back. So really squeezing the muscles in your bum to help lift. So get your lower back working, your glutes working, really switch them on. Because that'll be really important for today's session. It's just squeezing, that's it, brilliant. That's it, and then again, give yourself 15 to 20 seconds rest. So just a bit of recovery time. I'm going to do one more set of these. So again, just going for it. So arms straight. Squeeze your bum and lift. Brilliant. And again, and just start to feel it in the lower back there. So just lifting. And don't rush this. Don't go up and down. You want to lift, hold, and back down. So you just want to squeeze and hold, and then come back down. Just like that. So you want to control the whole movement. So you're really working those muscles properly. That's it. So a little breather from there. That's really good. So you can do just a couple more exercises for the lower back. It's going to help fix your posture after a long day of sitting down. So a few good exercises. So next you're just going to put your back foot on the bench there. You're going to touch the ground and then squeeze your bum to come up. So we're going to do 3 sets of 10 of these without any rest. For people who can't touch the ground, if you just fast forward to the 3rd set of this, and you'll see the alternative where you can use the bench to support you. For everybody else who can reach the ground, you're going to keep a straight back, slight bend in the front knee, go right down, and you squeeze your bum to come up. So it's just the pivot. It's not a squat. You're not bending the leg. You're just pivoting from the hips, squeezing the bum to come back up. So do 10 reps on one side, and then 10 reps on the other side. So just going down, and you squeeze to come back up. Slight bend in the knee. That's as far as you go, and you go down and back up. Go right down, squeeze the bum, and come back up. All the way down, back up. Brilliant. Just going down, squeeze, and you come up. Excellent. Really good. Just down, squeeze, and then you come up. Perfect. Just down, squeeze, and up. Just till you get 10 reps. That's it. Really good work. Brilliant stuff. And we'll do 2 more sets of 10 either side. So you're going to go straight into it. So you're going to go from one side to the other. Straight down and back up. So with these, we're not going to take any rest. Because if you've spent a lot of the day sitting, those muscles would have got a bit weaker, so we really want to strengthen them. We want to really strengthen those muscles in the lower back there, because they're so important for your posture. So you're going to go down and then straight back up, and you should start to feel it in the lower back now. And just keep pushing right through. We'll really strengthen those muscles, because they're such important muscles. Excellent, so you're just going right down, squeeze the glutes and come back up. Right down and then back up. Brilliant, that's it, and then we switch over. It's the same thing. That's it, excellent. That's it. Right down and you come back up, perfect, excellent. You just keep those going, just till you get 10 reps. Excellent stuff, really good. Brilliant, and just keep it going. That's it. Excellent, right down and then back up, perfect. And now I'm just going to show you an example. For the people who couldn't reach the floor, this is the alternative. For everybody else, you just carry on. So you complete your 3 sets. For people who can't reach the ground, this is the alternative. So you just go down, just touch a chair, a sofa, a bench, and then you come back up. So you're going to put your hands flat on that surface and you come back up. Just go down, hands flat, and you squeeze to come back up. That's it. And everybody should be feeling this in their lower back by the 3rd set. So you should feel those muscles working quite hard. Because it's just a pivoting motion, and then you squeeze your bum. So really try and squeeze your bum to come back up. You're lifting the bum, that's it, brilliant. And then just switching over to the other side. Just going down, hands flat, and back up. That's it. So for guys who couldn't reach the floor, you're going hands flat onto the surface that you're going to use, and then you come back up. Go right down, squeeze the bum, and come back up. Excellent, just keep it going, very good. That's it, and you always want to keep your back as straight as you can. Just touch the surface, either the floor, the bench, or the chair, and then come back up, just till you get 3 sets of 10 completed. Brilliant. So we'll move on to the next exercise. The next one's really, really good for your posture. So if you've been leaned over for a lot of the day, this one's excellent. So you're going to turn the chair, like your chair. You can turn your desk chair to the wall. Hands flat, elbows straight. So your elbows locked out, arms straight, and you're going to sit right down to that desk chair that you've been using. Keep your arms straight and go back up. So you can do that 10 times. We're going to do 3 sets of 10. Sit all the way down and back up. And even throughout the day, when you've got a mini break during your day and you're sat at your desk, you can do this here. Just hands against the wall, you're sitting right down to your desk, and then you're standing back up. And this will be really good for your posture. It'll help straighten your back. So really help straighten the back. So you can keep your arms as straight as you can against the wall, hands flat. All the way down, you sit down, and then back up. And then as you progress, eventually you can start just tapping the bench and sitting back up, standing back up, sorry. And eventually you can even just get rid of the chair completely and just squat with your hands against the wall. But for today, we'll start with these here, just so you can practice the movement. So hands flat, elbows locked, just sitting right down and back up. Sit all the way down to your chair and then back up. So sit down completely, arms straight, hands against the wall, down and back up. So you just keep them going, you're going right down and then back up again, brilliant. All the way down and back up. So remember, doing 3 sets of 10 repetitions. So go straight down, then you stand back up. And always keep your elbows locked, even on the way up. Don't allow them to bend, keep them straight. Keep that form, keep that posture. And then a little breather. And in between the sets, sorry I didn't mention, but give yourself about 15 to 20 seconds to recover. So we don't need too long to recover between these exercises today, because they're not very intense, but they'll help correct your posture. That's it, and that's the thing. We want to take short rests so we can build up endurance in those muscles, so they can hold you for long periods of time in the correct place. That's why we want to build up endurance. So those muscles can be more, they can stay in certain positions for longer, and that'll give you a better posture. So just going right down and then back up. Arms completely straight, all the way down and back up. Sitting right down, that's it, perfect. Just till you complete 10, brilliant. And then again, just give yourself a mini break. So just about 15 to 20 seconds. Brilliant, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. So that's really good work. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do one set of these. You can turn your palms up to face the sky. I'm just going to squat right down to your chair and back up. If you do have enough time, you can do 3 sets of 10 of these. So if you've got, for example, like a long lunch break or a longer lunch break, you can add these in too. You're just doing 3 sets of 10 with your palms facing the sky. Keep your elbows locked and your arms as straight as you can. Just sit right down to your desk chair and you stand back up. Again, these will do wonders for your back and for your posture. So in this video, I'm just going to do 1 set of those before we move on to the next one. So next one, I'm going to start working around the rotator cuff. So if you just have a look at the movement I'm about to do. So you kind of want your elbow tucked in and you move it across. So it's not the most natural movement for anyone. Most people won't be used to doing this movement. But you want to keep your elbow almost glued to your hip and you turn it out. So what you can do is you can use a wall to help assist you to begin with. So in those beginning stages, you can use the wall like that to assist you. So you just lean your elbow against the wall and turn right out. So just start with a few of those. And we'll do 3 sets of 10 basic. Is what we'll go for. So we'll go for 3 sets of 10. Just going out and back in, and then the same on the other side. On the next set, I'm going to show you the second option. So doing 3 sets of 10, where you just elbow against the wall. You just turn your arm outwards, just as I'm doing. Hand as close to the wall as you can to the wall. So you're just going to go hand as close as you can to the wall. That's it. Brilliant. Until you get 10 repetitions, and then we'll swap over, and then I'll show you the other option. So the other option is you put your elbow right into your hip. Don't worry about touching the wall, because you're by this point you'll know the motion. You're just going to rotate as far as you can. You should feel it in the muscles just around the back of the shoulder. So you should feel it in, they're called the rotator cuff muscles. They're quite small muscles, and they help that rotational movement. You should feel it just at the back there. So you're going for 10 repetitions. So your elbow will be tucked in. And you don't want to move your body. That's why you're leaned against the wall, because you don't want to rotate your body with that movement. You're just rotating the arm. So just turning right out and back in. So elbow's stuck. Elbow's almost glued to your hips or to your waist, and you're turning right out. That's in again, just there. We'll do 10 reps. Just really rotating out, coming right across the body, and then out. That's it. And I would recommend starting with your back against the wall, and then eventually once you've kind of mastered that motion, just step away from the wall and do it without the wall. But for the time being, I would recommend following that kind of progression where you start with your elbow against the wall and you practice a few of those. Then you put your elbow into your hip or your waist and you practice those as well. So just 3 sets of 10. Once you complete 3 sets of 10, we'll move on to the next exercise. So just keep going. Well done. Brilliant stuff. Really good. And then, okay, so I've used bottles for this next exercise. You can use small weights, literally any piece of equipment you've got in your room or your office or your house there. So all you're going to do is you're going to put one elbow on top of your knee. You can take it right across your body and then lift up. If you look at the positioning of my legs, I've got one leg over the other, and that on that same side, I've put my elbow into my knee, and that's the arm that's rotating. I'm going horizontal or lower than horizontal, and then lifting up. So you'll see on this other side as well. So one foot in front of the other, going down, and then lifting up. And we're going to do 3 sets of 10 of these. So again, these are really good for those rotator cuff muscles. Really good exercise. Like I said, in this video, I'm using a bottle. You can use anything you've got lying around in your office there, or in your room. And if you've got weights are great as well. You can use weights, small dumbbells. So you just switch over. I'm going to do, like I said, 3 sets of 10 repetitions. So you're just going down to the side and lifting up. Just getting a good rotational movement just around the arm there. Just go right down and then back up. So you just keep those going. Brilliant stuff, guys. Really good. So you just keep them going. Excellent stuff. And then you switch over. Just going right down and across. And sorry, I forgot to mention, your back arm should be just behind your body, completely straight, and that will prop you up and it'll keep your back straight. So really important note, guys. So just remember to keep your hand flat on the floor and your arm just behind you. Excellent. Then we'll go again. So just 10 repetitions, going right down and back up. Really good work. That's it. Brilliant stuff, guys. That's it. Really good. And we're almost there. That's it. So go on 10 again. Just keep them going. Going right down. That's it. Brilliant. And back up. Perfect. Keep that form. So even as you get tired, you still want to keep a good form. Especially with these kind of exercises, you don't want to compromise on your form. So if you do start to get tired and you feel your form being compromised, just take a 10-second rest. So okay, we'll move on to the next exercise. So now you're going to lean up against the wall, bum against the wall. Try and keep your back as straight as possible. And you're going to bring your arms right out to the side. And you're going to hold for 3 to 5 seconds. I'm going to do 3 sets of 10 of these. So feet are slightly forward from the wall. Your bum's against the wall. And you're keeping your back as straight as you can. So don't allow your back to curve. Keep it as straight as possible. And lift those arms out to the side. So lift the arms out to the side. Squeeze the muscles in the back and hold for 3 to 5 seconds. You just hold like that. Perfect. And then again, you lift up and you hold, squeezing those muscles in the back. And then again, perfect. Till you complete 10 repetitions. And we're doing 3 sets of 10. And we'll take a 10-second rest in between. So once you complete 10, give yourself 10 seconds. And then you go again. So again, feet slightly forward from the wall, bum against the wall, back stays straight, and then lift and hold. That's it. And then again, lift and hold. Perfect. And then again, you lift, squeeze those muscles in the back. Brilliant. And the muscle that you're trying to bring the 2 shoulder blades together as close as you can. So just imagine the 2 shoulder blades are trying to meet together. So you're trying to get the 2 shoulder blades to meet. That's what squeezing the back is. So you're going to try and get those 2 shoulder blades to meet. That's it. Excellent. So you're really engaging the muscles in the back. That's it. So again, 10 to 15 seconds rest. And we'll do one more. So again, bum against the wall, arms straight, and you lift right up to the side. Squeeze the muscles in the back. And then again, brilliant. And again, this can be done with weights. It can be done with no weights at all. It can be done with any objects, again, that you have lying around. So you lift straight to the side. That's it. And squeeze those muscles. And then hold. That's it. And then hold. Perfect. Hold. And the last one we'll hold for a little bit extra. So just hold. That's it. And then again, brilliant. And just hold. Hold. We'll hold a little bit longer now on this last one. That's it. Perfect. Very good. That's brilliant. So we're going to go through another exercise next. But I'm going to show you the different options you have. So we're going to go for a high plank. So you can either do it, for example, on a chair. So you can do it on like the armrest of a chair, so quite high up. It's just like this. Or you can go a little bit lower down. So like that. Or you can do it on the floor. So you've got those 3 options. You can do it in either position. The main thing is bringing your shoulders over your hands. So it really doesn't matter whether it's on the floor or on a chair. The most important thing is that if you just look at my posture there, my shoulders are in line or over my hands. So all I'm going to do is going to hold that position for 30 seconds. So suck your belly button in, back stays straight and flat, and you're going to hold that high plank for 30 seconds. So really engaging those core muscles, keeping your back really straight, shoulders over the hands, And like I said, it can be done on the floor or a chair or a sofa. Perfect, well done guys. It's brilliant. So again, just give yourself a little rest before we move on to the next exercise. So again, just about 15 to 20 seconds or so. And then I'll show you this next one. So do one more. But we're just really trying to get the muscles in the hip flexor with this exercise. We're trying to strengthen the leg, of course, but also trying to get those muscles that do get tight in the hip flexor. So if your hip flexors are really tight, then do it to a bottle. So I'm just showing you. So use a bottle or any object, a cup. Just work that. If your hip flexors are a bit tight, but not too tight, just turn that object sideways and just work down to that object where it's sideways. And then if your hip flexors aren't too tight, so just a little bit tight, then you can work straight to the ground. So just like this. So you work straight to the ground, straighten your spine a little bit, and then you'll come back up. And we'll do 3 sets of 10 of these where you go down, just straighten the spine a little bit, and you come back up. Go down. So you should feel this bit in the hip flexor, for example, on the left foot, or if you can see them in the video, that'll be on my left hip flexor that'll be stretching, and then the glute on my right and the quad on my right will be working. So those muscles will get strengthened. So those muscles getting stronger, the other one's being stretched a bit. So just going right down and then back up in again. Just creating a straight line with your spine. So you're just straightening the spine when you're down there. Excellent. Once you've done 10, you then switch over. So again, you're just working just as low as whatever feels right. So whether it is working down to an object or working down to the ground, whatever feels good for your body. So now the video is going to cut a little bit. So in a second it will cut a little bit because it did stop recording, so I had to re-record, I had to record the last bit again. So it's going to cut out in a second. But if you just carry on with that exercise, you get 3 sets of 10 on either side, just going down, straighten the spine. So just straight down and then up and then across and then switch over. Just going right down and then back up. Just straighten. Every time you go down, you're just going to straighten the spine. So just going down, just keeping the spine straight and just really stretching out those hip flexor muscles. Just going right down. Just give yourself a second at the bottom and you stretch out the hip flexors and then you come back up and you switch over. On this last bit, I did rush a little bit just because I was conscious of the fact that my phone was on low battery and I didn't want my phone to run out before I finished recording this. But just as you saw before, I just want you to go right down to as low as you can, straighten your spine, and then come back up. So you get a really good stretch in the hip flexor. Excellent. And once you've completed 3 sets of 10, you're just going to come, I'm going to stretch off with just some simple exercises. So you're going to get the hamstrings first. What you're going to use the chair as support, and your other hand is going to go to the ground. See, I'm on my knee on my back foot. My front leg is straight, toe pointing in the sky. I'm just going to hold that position for 30 seconds. So you'll have a bit more time. So you're going to hold for 30 seconds. I'm just holding for a few seconds here in the video. But you're going to hold for 30 seconds for each stretch. So just there, really getting the hamstrings. It's a really deep stretch. So just hand to the ground, getting a really good stretch. Brilliant stuff. That's it. And then from there, we've got 2 options now. So for those who are a little bit more flexible, this one will be really good because you'll be on your knee. And if that already is a good stretch, then stay in that position. If not, take your knee further back and lean further forwards. And then again, you're going to hold these positions for 30 seconds. So you're on one knee, you're holding the back foot. And if you want a deeper stretch, just lean forwards. That's all you have to do, lean forwards to get a deeper stretch. So for those guys who couldn't do that, you can just do this instead. So you can just do this instead. Nice. And the last one, just holding opposite knees, and you're going to get a really good stretch in the top part of the back. So just lift your chin as high as you can, and again, you hold this position for 30 seconds. So holding both knees, and you come up as high as you can. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this was useful, and have a brilliant day. Well done, guys. See you.